So we were against a unknown opponent, and if I knew that I was against a control deck and I was on the play, I would consider keeping this, but if we are up against any kind of deck that has any amount of pressure, there's a good chance that this hand won't be good enough, even though we do have some powerful cards. Fortunately, we can't keep that. We will begrudgingly keep that, and begrudgingly put that on the bottom. It's a little rough. So our opponent almost definitely has a Fiery Impulse. We are hitting our land drops, which is actually great. So I assume that our opponent's going to be on a bit of a defensive stance, judging by the turn 1 untapped game trail. So I think that leading with the Hangarback Walker is going to be a little more appropriate. I mean, like, is he going to use another removal spell on this now? Oh, wow, our opponent's low on mana. Holy cow, well, this could be over. And especially because we've been drawing great. We got really unlucky having to mulligan to 5, but our draw steps have been phenomenal, and we still haven't even used our Oath. This is likely to be a huge problem for our opponent. That's not going to help. Lolly. Wow, you're just cruising right along. So, I wonder what I need to be afraid of in this situation. I feel like he could have the deal 2 damage to everything. I'm just gonna attack with the Thopter and make another thing. I guess there's a chance we could be up against a Jund deck, and he could go like Swamp. Alright, never mind. Like he could go like Swamp and then the 3 damage to everything, which would make me want to minus the Nissa, but that's me assuming he's going to play a card that's in not that many main decks, and playing a land that I haven't seen. And it's like pretty far-fetched, so like the most likely thing was the Kozilek's return. So I really have no idea what I'm up against, honestly. It's just kind of hard to sideboard. It looked like our opponent had burn spells as damage, so Dromoka's command's usually pretty decent in those situations. And I mean that's all we saw. So we like thing is the red-green ramp decks usually don't play. I guess the red-green ramp Gobblegles deck might, because they just want access to 1 mana. So maybe having Quarantine Field instead of the Stasis Snare will be appropriate. Probably just want the other Secure the Wastes instead of the Evolutionary Leap. I think that's what I want to do. I don't know, we'll see. It's really hard to sideboard in those situations. This hand's not particularly powerful, but it'll probably do. So, exact same start as the last game. Both sides even. This time I got to start with 7-card hand, though. 7-card hands are pretty sweet, if you ask me. Alright, yeah, so this is definitely the Brad Nelson, red-green, goggles ramp deck. And it would actually be quite nice to have a little more action here. But we'll have to just settle for building up a Hangarback Walker, but this is going to be a little bit of a dicey game. Our opponent is ramping up quite nicely. And we are not building up in as explosive of a manner. Dromoka's command in this matchup is like palatable, but not particularly exciting. We can actually kill that, which is pretty sweet. This is some sort of Pyromancer deck. One I expected, that's for sure. So how do I want to do this? Minus my Nissa? So. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if he plays a Tarka, how would I deal with that? I don't really know. But I can use the Dromoka's command to save this from a Tarka. It's like funny, it's like I don't even know if that's worth it. Alright, here we go. Surge something fancy. Whatever. So, likely to... Ooh, Ulamog. That's a good card. So, there's a good chance. Minus Nissa this turn. So, this Kozilek's return is going to be a problem. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So with the land, he can play Kozilek. He can like exile Nissa and my Hangarback. If it goes to exile Ormondal, it will get exiled. It's not like it's like Jace or something. Two, three, four, 5, 6. I'll play it afterwards. So So I think I'm just gonna bash while the bashing's good. Here's Ulamog. So he's going after the Abbey and Nissa. So guess I'll float a mana. Guess make some tokens and hope that I top deck something that will allow me to attack through this Ulamog. We got a plan. We got this Dromoka's command to potentially save us from a fatty. So a Gideon emblem there would have been like amazing. Alright, at least he's not casting 2 Kozilek's returns. That's the main thing we gotta be worried about. The one problem is you can cast a Kozilek's turn and then play another fatty, which would be like Kozilek's return into World Breaker would be like unbeatable, basically. But as it stands, if he doesn't do exactly that, we can probably just kill him. You want to attack me? Come at me, bro. You want to see the cards in my library? Sure. I don't even care. Oh, actually, maybe I do care. You can, like, fireball me for 1,000,000 with this deck. I think that'll block. It's only one. So I have to imagine if he had a sweeper, he would have tried to do that. Oh, man. What if he's trying to bait out an Avacyn? No, that wouldn't make sense. This is going to wipe my board. So x equals 1, you say. It's looking bad for our hero. So he still might have a way, but we need him to have like all lands, and I find that highly unlikely when he's cast all these Tormenting Voices and Magmatic Insights and whatnot. have to imagine. Okay, now we are super dead. See it now. Alright, so let's see, what do we want for this? I think that I basically guessed right as to what it was. And I think the only thing that I would do different is maybe consider these Declaration in Stones. But I don't even think they're good. Like, if we had Declaration and stoned his Ulamog, like, wouldn't have made a difference. Really want is just, like, aggressive creatures. This is, like, where I really wish I was playing the Megamorph deck. I know at the Pro Tour, Brad, like, I'm pretty sure Brad just, like, didn't have Ulamog. So they were basically cold to a flipped Westvale Abbey. Might be wrong on that. They might have had like one Ulamog. I wonder how good these would be if I just played them. It takes a while for me. It's not like I'm going to play it on turn 2 and start attacking with it. I don't think I can play them. I did draw a lot of Dromoka's commands early in that game. They weren't particularly good. I don't really have anything that's better. Like, you can make an argument for Stasis Snare, make an argument for Evolutionary Leap. I'm just going to run it back. I'm on the play. Hopefully I can just aggro him out and then use Dromoka's command to protect my creatures from a sweeper. This is better hand. I mean, we've got turn 3 Nissa, turn 2 Hangarback. Obviously, it'd be nice to have a Sylvan Advocate. Maybe we'll ponder into one. Could we be so lucky? Nope, we are not so lucky. We do get to have perfect mana, which is nice. So, if we can draw some good gas off the top of our deck, like a Gideon would be really nice. Gideon's like really good against their deck. Hangarback Walker is like not so good against their deck. Like we had the one turn there was like fancy that we could attack into a Ulamog and it didn't matter if he blocked our Hangarback Walker because we kind of wanted it to die, but no. You could also see how easily he could deal with all of those tokens. So now, I kind of need to think about what's the... I don't think he's going to do anything that's like a big deal next turn. So I think I can afford to make another plant and level up my Hangarback Walker and start attacking next turn. So then I get to double minus my Nissa. Each minus will be putting 3 power and toughness on the table. And I can minus her twice in a row and she'll still live. So that'll be nice. And if she minuses twice in a row, that'll mean that Kozilek's return won't eat up all my creatures. And I'll be able to get my Hangarback Walker up to a 4/4, which will be problematic for Chandra to deal with, which will also be nice. World Breaker's pretty decent. Oh, it's exile target artifact. I didn't know World Breaker could just eat up Hangarback Walker like that. Ugh, and that's on cast too. These Dromoka coins are looking worse and worse. Maybe it should have been Decoration of Stone. No, when I was playing the green-white Collected Company deck, it's a little different because I could just ram into World Breakers because I had Deathmist Raptors and whatnot. This is a true shame. And an Archangel Avacyn would be nice here, but it wouldn't even be that good. Yeah. I'm drawing really bad. Super bad. I mean, the only thing I've drawn that can attack are a Hangarback Walker and a Nissa. It's kind of like LOL. So bad. So I think I can kill the Chandra here, though. Which would be nice. Wow, actually, I can do some things on this turn. This turn's going to be decent. Oh, I totally messed up. You know what I could have done? I could have animated my Gideon into a creature, and then minus Nissa, and then put a +1/+1 counter on my Gideon, have it fight World Breaker, and then attack Chandra. Oh, I totally messed up. Man, why's Magic gotta be so hard? It's extremely unfortunate. It's probably a game-losing mistake. But we will follow through with the original plan. At this point in time, it's the best thing to do. We do want to kill this Chandra. This board would look a lot better if we had another token and that World Breaker was dead. So, most certainly a punt. If I lose the game, I may be able to trace it back to that. Fall of the Titans? Yeah, this is going to be good. So this basically just wipes our entire board. We're going to be left with basically nothing after this. Oh, Strong Sad. That's Todd Anderson. Sweet. Pwned! Oh man. So sad. I totally messed up. Might have been tough to win given our draw anyway, though. The fact that I could even make a game-losing mistake is pretty phenomenal. But yeah, now this deck is just rocking and rolling. Really leveraging how much mana it has access to. And the fact that it has the card draw to go with it is pretty devastating. this stage in the game. The Thraben Inspector is most certainly a embarrassing card. There might be like some sort of small chance that we can punk them out of the game with this Secure the Waste, but I doubt it. So, trying to think. Be nice. I guess we have so much mana that there's a chance we can make our tokens and then flip Westvale Abbey on our turn. I think that's the only way we win. So we need to draw one relatively cheap creature. Need to draw a 3-mana creature, but I already saw Strong Sad paying some costs, so seems like he may already have something. So you have another Fall of the Titans? Yeah, so for 8. Oh, alright, well, we're dead. Alright, GG!